Hello and welcome to another PSA reveal. So this is the second reveal on my channel, and this actually is only the second submission I've ever done. This one's probably going to be titled something like Lessons Learned or something. I sent a bunch of these cards in just because I'm still trying to get used to picking out cards to grade, and there were some that I didn't think would come back very good, at least not gem. And there were others that I thought would come back better than they did. And I also have something that you don't want to see right here to go over first. We're going to go over the bad stuff first, and then look at the ones that came back. Some of them better than I thought they would, because there's a lot of like chrome or foil type cards in here that are very easy to chip, or that have like the Skybox metal cards. They're not actually metal, but that's the set, the Skybox metal stuff. It's very easy for those to like chip on the surface and stuff. So I just wanted to see how they would come back with their grades. But without further ado, I will go over the bad stuff first. So getting something back like this means that there was some reason they didn't grade it. And this one actually came back miscut. And it's easy to see now because I kind of pushed it down into a sleeve like all the way. But it's cut, and maybe it's not that easy still to see, but it's kind of cut at a weird angle. There's a little bit more card up here than there probably should be. And it's too bad because this is a Matt Boldy rookie at a $2.99. I think it's a copper. Yeah, Matt Boldy copper, and it came back miscut. So that's a tragedy. That is a real tragedy. Maybe you can see it a little bit better now that I stare at it and know that it's miscut, that maybe it's a little crooked. But again, this is all lessons learned. Like I said, it's only my second submission ever to PSA, so that was a bad one. Then I've got two Mason McTavish. These are from the Skybox Metal set. This is the Premium Prospect insert. I'm a Ducks fan, so I have a lot of Ducks cards that I sent in here that are probably just going to stay in my PC, and some others that I'll give to other Ducks friends, and others that I'll actually sell, probably as sets. But these came back a 6 and a 7. And I looked at them real hard to see why would they come back as a 6 or a 7. The corners are all really sharp. The edges are all really nice. And then just in the right light, there's like some dimples on the back of the card. And there's another card that I'm going to show where the light that I was using when I was examining the surface of these obviously was not sufficient. But you really have to look hard to see those little tiny dimples in the surface. This one might have gotten a 6 because of a little bit of white on the edge over here, but without those dimples, that whiting might not have even been enough to give it a 9, but it probably would have, since this one got a 6. And this one actually has the exact same pattern of dimples, so it had to be something at the factory when these were getting cut. Something in the machining put dimples in both of these cards in the exact same spot. And maybe you can, there you can kind of see them a little bit as that light flashes across the surface. Right around there. But a 6 and a 7. So those, they were hardly worth any money to begin with. But again, they were going to be PCing for a friend in holders. And Mason's having a great year. I doubt he's going to win the Calder, but he's probably going to be a finalist, because I think he's still in second place as far as points go. So this is one that was, I was super surprised. This came back as a 5. And I looked and looked and looked at this thing over and over and over. And I could not figure out what the heck, why is this a 5? I mean, those corners are sharp. The edges are beautiful. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with the front surface. and then I flip it over and I look at the back. I mean, there's no weird centering, no weird cuts. The corners all look amazing. And I looked at this for a very long time. And then I actually had it here in the lights where I record in here. And as I was moving it around, something caught my attention that you cannot see with the naked eye. And I couldn't even see it, like if I use this magnifying glass and look at the corners, you can't even see what I'm about to talk about through the magnifying glass. But there's just this little tiny, what almost looks like the coating, like the shiny coating has worn off a little bit on each of the 4 corners. And man, you really, really, really have to have the exact right kind of angle to see that. And it's not even a lot, but there's nothing else that I can see wrong with this card. So that little tiny, tiny bit had to be what gave this card a 5, and that's like devastating. I mean, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the corners and the edges. This card looks immaculate, other than that wearing. And it's not like the corners are soft or pushed in or anything. It's like the surface coating just is not as shiny. But it's not like scratches or dimples or anything like that. It almost looks like it flaked off, maybe? I don't know. It's really hard to tell. And I pulled this card from a pack, so it's not like it's been traveling all over the place. So I don't know. That's weird. Those are like the bad ones from this submission. We do have a couple of 8s to look at. This is a Mason McTavish box metal retro. And this is one where there's like a couple little spots on the surface where the foiling or whatever maybe hasn't stuck as well as it should have. And there's a little bit of shininess, which might be wear in the corner up there. But the back looks nice. So there, that one's an 8. And then we've got a Zegras retro that also came back as an 8. I was in a team break, where I had the Ducks when the Skybox stuff came out, and I got a ton of these Zegras and McTavish cards. This one might be from whiting on the back corner. I don't really see the same surface issues on this one that one had. But like I said, I went into this knowing that some of these metal cards would be a little harder to grade. And this is a Matty Beniers 8 from Artifacts. This is just a base at a $9.99. I'm not sure what the problem is with this one. The centering on the back looks fine. Centering on the front looks fine. The numbering looks good. And I didn't see anything on the surface at first glance. So, not sure. Not sure with that one. All right, now we've got some 9s. So this is just another insert. It's a Zegras insert. This is a 9 from that same, no, this is from Synergy, but it's also like a foil type card. Some of these, because they're inserts that no one else probably even would dare to send in, some of these are extremely low pop or pop 1. This one might be a pop 1. I don't really remember. I looked them up a while ago. Not a while ago, like a week ago when I got these back. But that's long enough for me to forget. So there's a Zegras Roaring 20s insert 9. Here's a McTavish Retro 9. Again, these are really low pop on these cards, which is nice, even though they're 9s. This is a PC card. It's Getzloff. I know it's Parkhurst, not worth that much money, but I like having my stuff in holders. was trying to hold out for a sale, and now they actually are having another sale, but this one wouldn't have qualified for the sale because it's from 21-22. And even though they say that it's 22 and 23 that are on sale right now, they specifically say that basketball and hockey 21-22 cards don't count. So here's a Zegras 9, and I think I have 2 of those. It's the 97-98 retro version. This one I can tell there's a little bit down there on the corner. But I'm still happy with those being 9s. This is another Zegras card from the metal. This one actually is a rookie card marking. The retro ones don't have the rookie card marking on them, even though they are from the same year. Another 9 and another foil metal card. And I have 4 of these of the same card. This one I think I remember was a pop 9 at 9, and I have 4, and there might be like 2 10s. So there's not a lot of these that are any better. So some nice Zegras's there. This one is going to be a PC, just keep it. It's OPC glossy bronze in a 9. It's this corner up here, I would almost bet that did it in. It's got a little bit of white showing. Not a valuable card, but again, just keeping it or getting it into a holder. This is a rookie goalie out of 499, Artifacts Ruby, Mads. It's a 9. This one's going to be mostly 9s. This submission, there are some 10s, but and I did open this already. This isn't a blind. I went through these again. I told the story in the last one, but my dad is a coin collector, and he's been submitting coins for grading for a long time, but he doesn't collect cards, and we've just kind of been going over and kind of contrasting and comparing what that process is like and what that experience is like and what the card submission process is like. So when the boxes come in, I open them on camera with him. It was kind of a fun thing to do. Here's a Matthias Michelli, another Calder probably finalist, maybe, this year. So we'll see. This is just another Zegras insert that'll be from my PC from this year, Superstar. I thought that card looked pretty good. So not sure what they didn't like about that one. Now we got some Young Guns. We've got 2 Cam Yorks in 9s. I thought these looked good too. I still don't see what their issue with these is. The backs look great. The corners look great. Cams at 9. We've got a Logan Thompson, goalie for Vegas, Young Gun, in a 9. Another PC card here, Troy Terry canvas. Nice addition to the Duck team. I think this is the first canvas card that I've gotten a 9 back on. I think everything else that I've submitted so far in a canvas has come back a 10. So again, I don't see... I mean, the corners look great, edges look great. Maybe there's something wrong with the surface that I just can't see, but it's a 9, came back at 9. Then we've got Spencer Knight, another goalie, Young Gun, in a 9. And I actually half wondered if they thought this up here was an edge problem, but I think it's actually part of the picture. There's some white up there, but it looks to me like it's part of the picture, even when I look at it under the magnifying glass. And we got a Jeremy Swayman at a 65. This is a 9. So this is an Artifacts Rose card. Boston is just like tearing it up this year. So we'll see how far they get in the playoffs. He's not their starting goalie, but he's their backup goalie, and he's been doing good stuff for them this year. So this is another PC card. Now we're going on to some 10s. This is Trevor Zegras, blue border, OPC marquee rookie It's nice to get one of these because these are easy for the edges to chip and show some whiting. And this one's already in a bag. And I got another Logan Thompson Young Gun here in a 10. Like, I compared this one to that other one, like, I don't see anything different. But it's nice to have a 10. So, and then we've got Artifacts rookie, a Michelli Ruby out of $4.99. I just don't think a lot of these get sent in, so it's nice to have some low pop 10s. This is another Duck Young Gun Canvas in a 10. I really like the canvas cards. I say it as often as almost that I look at them, that it'd be sweet if they did a whole set in canvas. I don't know if it'd be super expensive or what, but here's a Tice Thompson New Jersey Devil Young Gun Canvas in 10. Another PC card here. This is an OPC Neon. These are out of 50. So this is 21 out of 50. And again, with the colors on these OPC cards, it's easy for them to chip and show whiting. And I pulled, every single card here I pulled. I didn't buy any of these. These are all from stuff that I pulled. This blue border Swayman, that same Bruin goalie. It's nice to get a 10, like I said, on those. And we've got a McTavish blue border 10. And this one I am almost positive was a pop 1. And set a Roaring 20s insert of Zegras from Synergy. And I had a 9, and I'm pretty sure the 9 was a pop 1. So the 9 and the 10 are both pop 1 that I have. So that's cool. I was really expecting these maybe to come back as 8s or 9s, not really because of anything other than that I've just heard from some people that these foil type cards are hard to grade in gem. And then this one, we'll save that one for last. So here's another one. This is another Mad Sogard Artifacts rookie card out of 85, so a light blue steel in a 10. And then one more. I was so happy to get this. I pulled this and sent it in. It's a Mason McTavish Young Gun 10. Still waiting to pull a gem Zegras. Probably won't, because it's not like buying a whole bunch of 21, 22 stuff. I still do have a couple of like retail things or things that I got as like the free gift when you order stuff on like from Dave and Adams or whatever. So here's our stack of 9s and a stack of 10s. So probably a third in the 10s when you look at these two stacks, but then there are those other bad ones that go along with this. We've got 3 8s, and then these disasters. There's 4 over here. So not a high percentage on gems, but that's why this one is kind of like a lessons learned type of PSA submission. So there you go. I have a couple of more boxes that just arrived that I'm going to also probably be recording reveals tonight, and I'll edit those, and I'm not going to upload them all at the same time, but those are baseball. So we'll see how those come out. All right, I hope you enjoyed this look at my second ever submission to PSA, and I hope you enjoy everything I'm putting up on the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.